menace to sobriety. Just a menace, just a menace.
Mate, you've had many rock bottoms, and but could you put your finger on the rock bottom?
No, like I was in rock bottom for years. Like I was in it, and I didn't know I was in it. But looking back, yeah, I was. From someone that doesn't know the difference between sort of like someone who's addicted to coke or crack or heroin. You're all addicts anyway, but you would look at me like a crackhead, a fiend. Yeah. Like I was rock bottom. Everything I'd done was to fund drugs. Yeah, from hygiene, going one shower a week, not realising it at the time though. Yeah. Rock bottom, God, there's a couple of things during, say rock bottom for me was for a year. Some things I could pick out that made me think during that year, oh, you're bad now, Kirk, is, you know, obviously I left TV, and then when I got a normal job, I was grafting my ass off doing like the internet cabling, running that under the ground. Yeah. From TV to that, I mean, I was getting up at 4, leaving at 4:30, not getting in till 7:30 at night, and I was getting £80 a day. So for going TV to that, and I would literally, knowing what I've got, that's 80 quid, that's two 40-pound grams of coke. Maybe I can do a deal, keep a score back, and that scores for me, my missus and my son, you know, and I didn't realise that. But what I could say is my realist rock bottom when I then realised is I had no money, and this was only a couple of years ago, no money whatsoever. I was jet washing. I'd probably been doing the jet washing for about a year, and this was the most unprofessional thing. I'm ringing up a customer that had a job booked in 2 weeks, asking for the money up front, made an excuse. And the excuse was, it was, hi mate, I've Cairns Ditch Services, so I've got a job booked in with you in a couple of weeks. Bit of an embarrassing question, mate, but I'm about to get this is how my brain works, because I needed coke right then. I had nothing in my bank. I said, I'm just about to get a mortgage. And to get a mortgage, I've had to freeze my account. I don't even know where I thought of this, and I said, "Can I get the money next week for the job?" He's like, "No, mate." And I was like, well, you know, and I'm sitting there. I remember exactly where I was in Thurrock, near my old college, just sitting there in the car. I messaged a friend on Facebook that I probably hadn't spoke to since my school days, saying, "Mate, I'm outside Asda's. I've just dropped my fucking bank card down the drain.
Fuck's sake.
Can you transfer? Or can you drop some money off or transfer me some money?" I said, "I'm at a petrol garage and I can't pay." And that was it. Yeah, that was just begging. I'd never steal. Never steal. Could never steal. And then I remember ringing up a friend of mine who we were good friends, but I could get a lot of drugs from him. And I rang him up and I was like, "All right, mate, what are you up to?" I knew if I meet him, I could get some stuff even without money. And he said, "Oh, mate, I'm out of town. I'm up Colchester at the moment." I said, "Yeah, no worries, brother." Literally, as I put the phone call, he drove past me. And I was like, fuck, even my mates that do the same things as me, they don't want nothing to do with me.
Yeah, that's really hard. I just
sat there in a lay-by with no money, gagging for a fag, no money for fags. I would be putting £5 in a fucking 50 grand car. You know, lucky enough, near the end, my dad helped me out with a car because I had a son. So if I ever had to take him anywhere. And I was like, what the fuck? You know, what's my life getting to? I'm begging for money off strangers. I've just come from TV, Dan.
Do you know what? Man, I'm sorry that you got to that point in your life, but do you know what? This is what I'm saying. This is why, to define rock bottom, it's a little bit difficult, because what I'm hearing you say is you ran out of money for gear. Yeah. And that's how you're defining your rock bottom. Yeah. Now, see, for me, it's completely different, because I never ran out of money.
The way I was going about trying to get money, right? Begging people I don't know, being unprofessional with my business.
So your addiction was taking over your fucking morals and your
1,000,000%.
Yeah. So that's how you're defining your rock bottom, is when, you know, where the normal, average, everyday person would run out of money and they'd be like, right, do you know what? I just fucking best give it a rest for a bit. And you're like, no, I have to do something to get it.
Menace to sobriety. Just a menace. Just a menace. Just a menace. Menace to sobriety. Just a menace. Just